Hello everybody, I'm back with another very special video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys everything that I picked up in July, as well as a few things that I've picked up in August so far. So as you can see here, I have gathered quite a bit of stuff this month, these past 2 months I should say. So I'm not going to waste any time, let's just go ahead and get right into this. Possibly the greatest thing I got out of these 2 months is something so rare that none of you are probably able to say that you own this. And that is an official TV and Lust sticker as well as Craig's business card. Yes, and he even said a little message. Enjoy, Rusty. Yes, that is fantastic. Thank you so much for that, Craig. I hold this dear to my heart. It is my pride and joy of my collection. Now, for those of you that follow me on Twitter, you'll know that I've been tweeting about my boss at work. He actually snagged an entire case full of PlayStation 1 games for me at a garage sale for $3. And he also has a bunch of stuff that he's planning on bringing me to work at some point, but I'm leaving next week for college, so I don't think he's actually going to end up doing it. But, putting that aside, the first thing that was in this little bundle of games was actually a sealed computer game, and that is Grand Prix Evolution. Yeah, I don't think I ever plan on playing this game, but it looks actually kind of interesting. I wish I could. I wish it was on the PlayStation, because it kind of looks like F-Zero, futuristic racer, similar to Wipeout, you know, F-Zero, things like that. So that's kind of cool. And then, in here, they're all disc-only games, which, you know, isn't a preference of mine, obviously, but I'm not complaining. For $3 for all of these games, and I didn't ask him to do this. This is out of the kindness of his heart, so that was really kind and generous of him to do this in the first place. So the first thing we have is a Midway Arcade Treasures Greatest Hits, the second disc, or not the second disc, it's the second collection, so that's cool. I love the Midway Classic collections, especially the one with Hydro Thunder. I'm not sure if this is the one with that on it, but I hope it is. Next, we have one of my favorite PlayStation games of all time, and that is Spyro the Dragon, an excellent series by Insomniac. We have a PlayStation 2 game here. This is World of Outlaws Sprint Cars 2002. I don't think I'm going to be playing that. Then we have Gran Turismo 3 for the PlayStation 2, one of my favorite, probably my favorite simulation racing game. I poured so many hours into that back in the day. I remember getting it for my birthday. It is a great simulation racer. I'm just not a huge racer to begin with, but I did enjoy that one. We have Army Men Sarge's Heroes. I love these games on the N64, so I'm sure the one on the PlayStation, the graphics look probably horrific today, by today's standards, but you know, I enjoyed the games back in the day for what it is. We have Ultimate Fighting Championship, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I actually really enjoy the first 3 Harry Potter games. After that, I stopped playing them because I played a little bit of the Goblet of Fire back in the day and I hated it. But the first 3 I did really enjoy. They were like a nice mix of platforming and puzzle solving, so I enjoyed the games. So I'm happy to have that. Driver 2, this is actually a 2-disc set. I played Driver 3 on the original Xbox. I have not played the first 2, so I might actually try and play this because I know Driver, I believe it's like Renegade, is coming out for the 3DS, so I may want to check out that at some point. We have nothing on those pages. Then we have Mortal Kombat 4. I haven't played a Mortal Kombat game since I played Mortal Kombat on the Genesis at my neighbor's house when I was a young little dude. So, I'm interested in playing some Mortal Kombat again. Get my nice taste of gore for a fighting game. And Mortal Kombat Trilogy on the other side, which is cool as well. Spider-Man, I actually have a complete copy of this already, but it's still a really nice game by Neversoft. And then the last thing we have here is an online startup disc for the PlayStation 2, so nothing special there. But still, pretty cool that he, you know, decided to get me those things out of the kindness of his heart. The next 2 games we have here I actually got on a GameTZ auction. I ended up paying $1.25 for both of these, which is a pretty good deal. The first one is Spider-Man 2 on the original Xbox. This is actually my favorite superhero game next to Batman Arkham Asylum. It is an open-world game where you can do several side missions in addition to the really fun main quests. So I really did enjoy this game, and I definitely recommend you guys try it as well. And the next one we have is Gunpei DS, which is a music puzzle game. And I popped this in for about 20 minutes, and I could not figure out what I was supposed to be doing, and I just got frustrated, put it down, and to be quite honest, I don't plan on ever playing it again. Now, every now and again, I go into my local Play and Trade right now next to my work because it literally is right next door to where I work. And they had a 4 for $10 deal on all original Xbox and PlayStation 2 games, and I could not pass that up, especially some of the games that they had on display. The first one I got was Halo Combat Evolved. You know, I had this game in my collection quite some time ago, but I sold it when I sold my original Xbox. So it's nice to have this back in the collection because I really did enjoy this game when I first played it. Another game is Enter the Matrix for the PlayStation 2, a nice shiny title here. One of my personal favorite PlayStation 2 games, actually. It kind of loosely follows the original Matrix movie, but it's just really cool because you can slow down time, run on walls. It's just really, really fun game. I really definitely enjoyed it. Great replayability as well, because you can go back and replay all the missions. I'm a big fan of The Matrix, the original movie. I thought it was fantastic. The second one, Reloaded, I found to be kind of like a pornographic film with Neo and Trinity constantly sucking each other's faces off. And the third one, Revelations, I haven't seen it. Then we also have Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Now, I know a lot of people hold this game as their favorite in the franchise, so I was very happy to get this game for, what would it be, $250, which is really pretty sweet. So this game alone probably goes for about $10 or more. So Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, nice to add to my collection as well. Next, we have Resident Evil Code Veronica X. This goes back to the roots of Resident Evil as far as gameplay mechanics. The character movements are very robotic, and it is more of a survival horror game because it is a little bit creepier. It's not so much an action game like Resident Evil 4 and 5. I put a few hours into it, and it's just kind of frustrating because your character movements are slow, like molasses basically, and they are robotic, so it's a little bit difficult to get a feel of the controls. But I have been enjoying it, and I do plan on completing it. Next, we have a game that I've already spoken quite a bit about on my games I've been playing recently, Episode 2, and that is the Triple Pack for the Xbox 360, which includes Trials HD, Limbo, and Splosion Man. Limbo and Splosion Man are both excellent platformers, and Trials HD is a motocross game where you can actually customize your own levels, and, you know, there are several missions that you can go through and complete and try and, you know, compete for the high score on your leaderboards online. It's a lot of fun. A really enjoyable game, best bang for your buck as opposed to purchasing all these online, but I would wait till this drops to about 20 or less and pick it up then, but it's definitely a great little package of games. Alright, the next thing I was able to get, I was so psyched when I saw this person put this up on GameTZ, and the price they were asking for was a little ridiculous, so I ended up talking them down a bit. And I got this for $75. This is the 20th anniversary Mario Special Edition Game Boy Micro. And this system looks fantastic, and I'm actually going to do a review for the system, so I don't want to talk too much about it right now. But I got it for $75 shipped, as well as these 4 games, which they're nothing exciting, but, you know, it's still kind of cool to get these games with it. Samurai Jack, The Amulet of Time. Dragon Ball Z Taiketsu. You know, I actually do enjoy this game, but the character roster is horrific and quite pathetic with what they could have done with this game. So it's kind of I was kind of frustrated with that. There's like 6 characters. That's ridiculous. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Eternal Duelist Soul. I don't think I'll be playing that game ever. And the last thing we have is actually a Japanese game, but it also has an American release as well, and that is Castlevania. I think this is like Harmony of Despair or something like that. You know, the Castlevania subtitles are always ridiculous. So, you know, create your own title if you will. But that is what the game looks like. Maybe you guys can tell me. Moving right along, we have 2 games that I actually also traded for on GameTZ. The first one we have here is Spyro the Eternal Night card only. Like I said, I don't prefer my games to be incomplete, but, you know, for what it is, you know, I'm interested in playing a Spyro game on the DS, even though it's not published by Insomniac, which is quite depressing. But, so yeah, Spyro and the Eternal Night, kind of interesting. Pokemon Black. I have finally taken the plunge and have gotten Pokemon Black, and I can honestly say that I'm really enjoying it. I don't like it as much as, like, Platinum, because Platinum was the first game I played, Pokemon game I played on my DS, and I put over 100 hours into that. But Black is fun. I put over 20 hours so far. There are a few interesting new additions, like kind of some of the 3D graphics that you see as you walk through the city, and also three Pokemon battles. I thought that was really interesting addition to the game, and I don't know, just kind of weird. I don't know. But it is fun for what it is. I mean, it's Pokemon. You know, the concept itself hasn't changed at all. You go around, you fight Pokemon trainers, and you collect Pokemon. I mean, that's what the game is, and that's what it always will be. Alright, now for this sucker. This is the Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos Collector's Edition for the computer, also compatible with my Mac, which was awesome. I actually downloaded it, played through the Evil campaign, and beat that. I'm really enjoying this game, you guys. I was so surprised. It's a real-time strategy game, and if you're into Lord of the Rings or, you know, anything of that kind of theme, you know, like medieval mythological characters, magic, you know, just like swords and sorcery, wizards, goblins, orcs, those types of things, and you like real-time strategy games, I definitely recommend this one. It is very, very fun. The storyline is, you know, very immense. There are different character storylines, or different class storylines, I should say. There's like a dark campaign, a human campaign, and a few others. I'm not really sure. I haven't made it that far in the game yet. But it is a lot of fun, and I actually got this at a garage sale. I drove 30 minutes to find this guy, and he had like a bunch of romantic novels, and I was like, okay, do you have like any video games? He was like, oh no, I don't really have any video games. And I was like, okay. So as I was leaving, I saw this there, and I was like, this is a video game, and how much do you want for it? And he said, oh, $10. And I said, will you go 5? And he said, I can't go less than 8. So I was like, I'm really enjoying this, and if for those of you that enjoy PC games and you want me to unbox this to show you guys everything that's inside, let me know, and I'll be more than happy. Now, this is just going to be an extreme shout-out for Stormcloud Reigns. All of you know she is one of my most dearest friends here on YouTube and has honestly become like a member of my family. She is seriously like my big sister. She is an incredible human being, an extremely kind and generous person, just so humble, and I love her to death. And it's not for the things that she sent me, I'll tell you that right now. She's just so kind and always willing to just, you know, lend out a hand and care for others and their time of need. And she doesn't ask for anything in return, which is so nice and so kind of her. So she, out of the kindness of her heart, sent these games to me. And, you know, I sent her a measly little game with my Amazon Prime membership. This is nothing in comparison to the stuff that she's given me here. The first thing, you know, I showed most of the stuff in the package, so I'm going to go through this real quick. But we have Final Fantasy V, Final Fantasy VI, Pokemon Leaf Green version. Yes, I know, guys. I was so happy to have that. Breath of Fire 2, a really interesting looking RPG by Capcom. Sema the Enemy. Never heard of that one, but very interested in trying that one out. And then I wanted to buy Dead or Alive Dimensions off of her because she said she didn't play it. She said, no, I'll just send that to you. And then I commented on TV and Lust's 3DS case review, and she said, oh, Rusty, I'll send you that too. So it was just like, oh my gosh, Storm, stop. But, you know, nonetheless, she's an amazing person, and I love her to death. And so she sent me Dead or Alive Dimensions, and for the Nintendo 3DS, as you can see here, and this case. And Storm also included in that package Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Shadow Wars, which is also kind of a grid-based RTS for the 3DS. So, Storm, thank you so much. Never, ever send me a package ever again. But, thank you so much. I do thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I love you to death. And guys, please check out Storm's channel. Her videos are absolutely hysterical. She's so enthusiastic and just always brightens up my day with her videos. She is just incredible. Which brings me to the final thing that I've gotten. You guys have already seen my unboxing. You know what it is. The Nintendo 3DS. I'm loving it so much right now. I'm enjoying my time with it. I've put about 5 hours into Resident Evil The Mercenaries 3D, which I said I was getting. Love this game so much. If you're into the Mercenaries game, you know, on Resident Evil 4 or 5, you owe it to yourself to pick this game up. It is hours and hours of fun. you know, plenty of unlockable characters and upgrades and suits and stuff to unlock, and, you know, plenty of chances to try and compete for the high score. And you can also play this online with your friends. So I definitely recommend playing this game. You know, despite the fact that you can't delete your save, you know, buy it new, whatever, you know, and you're gonna enjoy it. And for those of you that maybe haven't played Resident Evil Mercenaries on 4 or 5, if you've played Left 4 Dead and you like zombie survival horror games, I would also say that you owe it to yourself to at least give this game a try. You know, if nothing else, rent it. Can you rent 3DS games? I don't know. Anyways, try it out. I love it. It's awesome. Buy Resident Evil Mercenaries 3D, and then, of course, the timeless Zelda classic, the Ocarina of Time 3D. I watched some gameplay footage of the N64 version prior to playing this, and I can honestly say this game is unbelievably polished. It looks incredible, and the opening sequence on Hyrule Field when they display the Zelda of Ocarina of Time title, it just looks astonishing, and you owe it to yourself if you have a 3DS to pick this game up. I know most of you probably bought the 3DS literally for this game alone, but if you are crazy enough to not own this game yet, you need to pick it up. It is so good, and it looks unbelievable. You need to play this. It is so much fun, and stays true to the original, obviously. It's a remake, just, you know, much more polished and much better. Well, if you've made it to the end of this video, congratulations. This was a heck of a long pickups video. And, you know, there's just been some incredibly generous people this month that have donated some great games to me. Stormcloud reigns. And, you know, I'm happy to own the stuff that I've gotten. I got some great deals. Specifically the 3DS for $169.99 at Walmart. Go check now. And I'm happy to have this stuff. And stay tuned for more videos, guys. Thank you for watching. You know, I've made partnership is unbelievable. My channel, I have over 930 subscribers right now. It is just, it's so awesome. And you guys are incredible, and I love you all, and I thank you for your support. So thank you guys for watching this video, and stay tuned for more videos. Are you like standing right there? I said, are you like standing right there listening to me?
No, I'm sitting here eating.
Oh, okay.